Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Future Stars live on Adai TV. I'm your host Hassan Shah, and just to remind you of the topic is merits of akhlaq. And before the break we were just talking about the word asraf, and asraf actually means like wastage. So we were just talking a little bit about that word, and then we was going to go in a little bit more detail, but we had to stop for the break. And now Hussein is going to do a little bit of a craft for us, his crafts corner today. So can we start him off with the salawat, please? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Okay, today we're going to be making an origami flower. So first of all, we're going to start off is that we need one coloured paper, which would be 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters. So make it diagonal, this square piece of paper, fold it over one time, like so. Make sure you make it as neat as possible. Okay, then open it back up and do it the other way now. So you have that crease so you can see, and it makes it look better.
Yeah, so you're making those flowers out that day now?
I'm making these flowers out here now.
But you're doing instead of a rose, you're making it yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then fold it over to the middle point, and then it should look something like this, right? And then do the same with the other side, but make it at an angle. And then it would look like something like that. You can stick it down. You might want to stick it down.
You stick. What are you gonna say, Hussein?
You might want to stick it down to a piece of a card or something, and draw the rest of the stem on. If you want to, like, put it on a card and send it to someone.
Yeah.
Or you can make the stem, which is.
I think just open it up and open it up from the foldage, because I think some people never saw that because the camera wasn't down on that. So open it fully.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and start from there so people can see.
I'm gonna show you again.
So fold it one time over, and then open it back up, and then fold it again over in the other direction. Then you should have a crease. Then take one side and fold it over into the middle, and then it would look something like this.
Yeah, sure, put it up. Yeah, so people can see.
It would look something like this. And then take the other side, do the same, but make it at an angle, so it's not exactly.
Yeah, so it's like making like a flower shape now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it would look something like that.
Yeah.
And as I said before, you can stick onto a card and draw the rest of it on.
Yeah, so how much was that by the small yellow piece?
It was 12 centimeters by 12
So 12 centimeters on one side and 12 centimeters on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but we're making a stem as well, and then so turn it over and fold just a bit of one corner over, and do the same on this side.
You know, when you're folding it twice, why can't you just fold it once and then do the part? Other part?
It's just how it is. So
yeah, it's just to make some more detail or something.
So you can see the two sides now is cut over. So now we'll leave that for one side. Now the green piece of paper that we're using to make a stem is 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. So it's a square piece of paper. So again, first of all, we're going to start off folding it over. Try to make it as neat as possible.
So that one's by 15 by
15 by 15.
Centimeters.
Yeah.
So then open it back up. Now this time you want to take this side, fold it over to the crease that you've just made. Try to make it as neat as possible, especially at the point. Do the same with this side now.
So it's like making like a kite shape, isn't it?
Yeah, it's making a kite shape now.
It's like a rose bag when you have those flowers and then you give it to someone.
Now turn it round, and it should look like a kite. And then so now we're going to take this side, do the exact same, and fold this side over.
That's turning out nice. nicely.
Should look like that, and then do it again with this side. Now turn it around this side again, and we're just gonna fold it one more time this way, if I can. Again, try to make it as neat as possible at the point, and do.
Would you call this hard or easy?
No, it's a very simple and easy origami flower. So do it again with this side, exact same. So now you should have something that looks like this.
It's like a small dagger.
Yeah, so now we'll take the pointy part and fold it over to this side.
Let's turn it out like a stem.
Make sure that you press down real hard, and then fold it again this way, and it might look a bit small, but it should turn out okay. So now you can see it's folded over and look like that. Now you want to pinch this side and pull it across just a bit, not too far. So then you can see this is a leaf and then this is a stem. So now we leave that one side. We'll take this. You could just sellotape it on, or you can get some scissors and just cut off a tiny bit on the bottom. So that would make a hole.
And you just slide it through.
So now, you might not see very well, but there's a hole in this. And then all you gotta do now is just put the stem through the hole, if I can. There we go. And then here you should have an origami flower, and it would stand. There we go. So that's how to make an origami flower.
So this is how it's gonna turn out. If you wanna make a home, go on.
Yeah. So it's a good thing. It looks nice. So if you would like to make the home, you can buy what Hussein just showed us. And Hussein, would you do another origami thing for next week as well?
I hope so.
Yeah, you hope so.
And this time let everyone do it, because it's quite boring just watching you just making something.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah.
That's two.
Alright. So what we'll try next week is that we can join in as well also. Yeah, that'll be a good thing. Okay, so now Ali and Zaki will be reading. So you've got 2 parts, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after you read the first part, straight away go on the next part. We'll read the salawat and then we'll go straight on to the next part. Okay. So can we start them off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil.
So begins the tragedy of Ummul Mu'mineen. Now imagine as a husband that you're being dragged onto the road by your neck, and now imagine this, that your house is being ambushed and from all sides people are attacking.
Imagine Amir al-Mu'mineen looking towards the house as he's being dragged onto the road. The door is burning and his wife is between the wall and the door. And at the moment she falls to the ground with a nail on her chest, the blood begins to flow.
In the darkness of the night, when Hassan alayhi salam and Hussein alayhi salam wake up in those nights, Amir Mu'mineen would remember his wife. But in the tradition it says, and the most painful, and you find this tradition in Naja Balagha.
Those final moments come. Night time he digs the grave, takes the body in his hands. The tradition says he lowers the body. In one tradition it says as it begins to lower it.
The tradition says Amir Mu'mineen was feeling, even if my soul were to come out, I may not have seen this day. The ribs are broken, the eye is bruised, the face is bruised, the back is lashed. The tradition says he puts the body in.
For the next 25 years of his life, Amir al-Mu'mineen would remember these moments.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. How will I forget the things that I saw, the ribs that were crushed, the nail and the door, your tormented cries, the blood on the floor, Mohsin our son, whose life is no more. Oh Fatima, it broke me to see, though you in pain, recall trying to save Ali. Oh Fatima, I am so alone, without you around, this house is no longer home. This grief in my heart cannot be content, but how can I cry in front of Hussein? I wander the streets without any aim to find anyone who can share my pain. Oh Fatima, my heart sobs for you. I cry by myself and Ali's not destitute. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. My deep loneliness is now breaking me. How can I escape the cycle of grief? These tears are flowing just like the sea. My love, come and see the state of Ali. Oh Fatima, I can't see the day. The light of my eyes and the life of me was snatched away. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. They tell me Ali, we thought you were strong. You lifted the gates of Khalba alone. So why is it that you cry on and on? You know better than us that she is gone. Oh Fatima, if only they knew the bruises and scars when I was watching you. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. The children are searching just for your scent. How can I explain you're absent to them? There aren't any words to start their lament. You were for them all a mother and a friend. Oh Fatima, they will cry aloud when they look at you, lay motionless in a shroud. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. You know that a day will come on Hussein. He will be alone upon a burning plains. A shower of stones and arrows will rain. With blunt he strikes, his neck will be slain. Oh Fatima, they will trample him. His chest will be torn and he'll bleed from his every limb. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. You knew all my secrets and all of my woes. You stayed with me through my highs and my lows. You wiped all my tears and helped me to cope. In each of my trials, you filled me with hope. Oh Fatima, the most perfect wife, I will mourn for you the rest of the days I am alive. Oh Fatima, I am so alone. Without you around, this house is no longer home. With my very hands, I lay you to sleep. I know that you told me to never weep, but I can't control the way that I feel. Your death is a scar that will never heal. Oh Fatima, oh Rose of Allah, your fragrance will stay forever in broken hearts.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. Thank you, Ali and Zaki. So that was just about Bibi Fatima, salam alayha, because it has been her shahadat. So thank you for that, Ali and Zaki. So going back to our topic, Hussein will be reading the rest of the topic and then we'll finish off with the quiz. So can we start Hussein off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
In Islam, we place great importance on stopping wastage. Most children will remember that when they leave food on their plates, then they are told not to commit asraf. However, asraf does not apply only to food. Although this is an important area, Islam teaching us to have respect for all things that Allah has blessed us with, and what is more worthy of respect than the substance food that He has provided. This means that we should respect food by not abusing it. We should not play with food even for fun. We should never abuse it in any way and should never throw it away unless it is spoiled. If we throw food away without reason, then we are throwing away a gift from Allah. This shows how ungrateful we are. When taking food in our plate, we should put only as much as we think we will be able to finish. If we are still hungry after finishing, we can take some more. But many times you see people who are hungry put a heap of food on their plate, eat half of it and throw the rest away. We should be aware that there are many people in the world who do not have enough to eat and don't even know where their next meal will come from. What right do we have to take food for granted so as to be able to throw it away as if it were garbage?
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil fajr. Thank you, Hussein. So Hussein, that part he was talking about wastage or saraf, which was the word for it, wasn't it? So he was talking about there's places in the world, isn't there? There's people in the world that don't have enough. They can't afford food. They can't find food. It's hard for them to get food, isn't it? To get food and water. And Ali?
We should be thankful for what we have.
Yeah, we should be thankful of what we have. Zaki as well?
We should never throw away food, because imagine if you were that person that's living, you would want to be yourself, and you would learn a lesson to never throw food, because food is a gift from Allah, and you're just throwing it like garbage, so it means you do not respect Allah's gifts.
Yeah, that's why. So let me finish and then we come to your opinion. So asraf means wastage, and there's people around the world that don't even actually have food and have this stuff, so they can take granted for. But what do? We take granted for that food, do we? And we see when anyone's hungry, some people might take a load of food and then eat half of it, then throw it away. Is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Yeah. So what we need to think of before we actually take the food. So we take what we think we can finish, yeah. And then when we finish the food, if we're still hungry, then we can actually take some more. But remember the food that and if there is any wastage, well, what do you think we should do?
We should say sorry to Allah for throwing our food and doing more.
Yeah. One thing is to say sorry. So let's say we had a plate of food and then there's a little bit left. So saying, what do you think?
Try to get like any other person of your family or anybody else to finish it, or like if it's like one whole meal that you can't finish, I say just like give it to like a poor person that you see on the street.
Yeah. So a good thing, if there is anything on your plate that you can't eat, you've actually took a little bit more than you should. So what you should say sorry to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and maybe give it to someone else for them to finish. That would be a good idea, so there's no wastage of that food. Ali?
Food is kind of like a source of life, and if you're throwing away, you're throwing a source of life.
Yeah.
You could have just given it to a homeless person, because homeless person doesn't have nothing. They only have just their family.
Yeah, that's totally right. So thank you about that. Thank you for that, Ali. So Hussein, can you quickly finish that off?
This extravagance is very often seen in day-to-day life. Even buying food to eat outside when you know there is food waiting at home is a form of asraf, unless you make sure that the food you have at home is stored properly and used later and not just thrown away. Islam explains to us that to waste is not allowed. However, let us make it clear that it is all right to buy expensive items if we possess the wealth. It is only that Allah has given us whatever wealth we possess, and we should use it smartly. The Holy Quran itself says in Surah 7, Ayah 31, O children of Adam, wear your beautiful apparel at every time and place of prayer, eat and drink, but waste not by excess, for God does not love the wasters. It is not wrong to buy valuable things if we are going to use them. However, to spend money unnecessarily on something of no use is not allowed. If we have extra money, we can invest it for our children or help less fortunate people, or even use the money for good causes such as building schools and hospitals? Why are there people who spend extravagantly on purpose and commit asraf? Reasons for asraf include 1. For the sake of showing off to others. 2. Buying something just because your friend or neighbors have it. 3. Having no value for wife, buying for the sake of buying. All these reasons are abominable and shows the person has a lack of responsibility with his/her wealth. On the day of judgment, Allah will ask, how did you spend the wealth I provided you? The people who have committed asraf will have no excuse and will earn the displeasure of Allah. If we think of Allah whenever we spend the money He has given us and think whether He would approve of our purchase, then we will never commit asraf. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajo. Thank you, and I hope you learned a lot from this topic. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time for the quiz for today's show, so we gotta straight away from next week we'll try to do that. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place on Hidayat TV. But until then, Good Hafiz.
Good Hafiz.